So I did a session this last month from a woman who came right out and said, I don't want to hear from loved ones across the veil. I hardly have anybody across the veil. I want to hear from my guides. So how do you handle that as a medium? Any of you who are students, these webinars are for medium students and people who want to connect with their own loved ones, with people just curious about spirituality. So I know that we can all learn from every lesson here, but how I handle that when somebody doesn't want to hear from loved ones is I take their very clear intention, I make it mine, and we ask that the greatest and highest good happen in this reading for this person. And then we realize at the human level, I as a medium can't possibly know what this woman needs to know, but that her guides are right here, and that her guides and she are part of this one source, one field, one spirit. So all I have to do is dissolve into the field, become the field with the intention that her guides speak through me. And wow, does it work? It's stunning. And I hope I never lose the awe at when I tune in and I say, well, there are guides here and they're showing me that you're very creative and you're very artistic. And she says, well, I'm an artist. I laugh because it's just joy, you know. And then at one point I said, they're showing me a specific piece of art you did with big flowers on it, but there are words interspersed, like splashed on this colorful painting. Well, she sent me an email afterwards. I may not see the spirits' faces, but I saw that artwork that she attached to her email. It was exactly what spirit showed to me, which is really cool. Why do they bother with this? So that we all know that our guides know what we're up to. Your guides know everything that you're up to, what you're doing, what you need. And they came in with messages for her that were clearly just what she needed to hear. The thing is, when you do this kind of a session, most of us already know what we need to hear. But it's really nice to hear it from your guides, to know that they're with you and validating what's in your heart. So that was really cool. Her guides showed me a cat across the veil, and then she sent me pictures of herself with that cat. But what was really something to me was I had no idea, but she put it in her email afterwards, that she'd had a reading with a medium a year earlier, and she said it did a lot of harm to her. And that a whole year of suffering from that. I didn't ask her to go into details. I didn't want to know, but please, anybody that's working with anybody else, rule number one is do no harm. Always hear what's about to come out of your mouth. And if it's going to cause fear, then look for the positive side and why that's coming up, and let the guides show you the best way to share something. And you don't have to share everything that comes up, especially if it's going to be harmful. So I'm glad that her guides made sure she got what she needed.